And we are live! We are live back to Danganronpa. And last time, what happened last time? Oh yeah, people got murdered. Yeah, that happened. And we will see who did it. Who was the person who did that? And I switched back to keyboard and mouse. Sorry, you are going to hear it. Wait, where am I going? Oh shoot, I was actually heading for the... Yeah. I was actually going at the theater to watch... I don't know what play. Okay, let's see. Oh shoot. What our pet is doing. Sticky me. They're just vibing. I think that's a girl? Am I assuming too much? We're running. There is. And there's
Hello
our boy.
there.
Why, hello there, Hajime. I knew you'd come here. That means you know this too, right? I already started strong. The case this time is an imitation case in which the killer used that movie as their theme. I wouldn't know. I haven't watched that movie yet.
I see.
Then when you really should watch this movie first.
Hey!
Hey manager, customers here.
Did you call me? What?
Hajime's the customer? You have a problem with that?
What are you gonna do?
And he said you didn't want to watch it, but I knew you wanted to see it all along. If that's what Tsundere Hajime looks like, then you're really a tough guy. You're so devoted to being tsundere, you even bought the Monokuma sticker for $1.5 million.
Huh?
Pay $1.5 million for a sticker? It's nothing!
Listen up!
In exchange for not watching the movie, Hajime paid $1.5 million for a Monokuma sticker. Come on, since we're talking about it, why don't you show it to Nagito? Stop it! My resistance was in vain and Monokuma reached into my pocket and took the sticker.
Ta-da!
See, it's this one! Sorry, I was born stupid.
That's...
You bought this? For $1.5 million? But in the end, he's still gonna watch the movie. Who cares about that anymore? Just hurry up and give me an invitation ticket.
Here!
Okay, here you go. It already says on the invitation ticket, but it's only effective today at this time. By the way, I can only give away one ticket per person. You can only have one chance to watch it for free. I've already stamped today's date onto the ticket, so you won't be able to cheat. Don't worry, I only plan to watch it once.
Look forward to it, okay?
Now go prepare the projection reel. Please wait a bit, okay?
Hey,
About the invitation ticket, I strongly recommend you keep that safe. Why? No reason, just think of it as a protective charm. I guess I should just wait until Monokuma finishes his preparation. Nah, let's go. Just go in.
No!
Hold on, I'm still in the middle of preparing. Don't rush.
Are you sure?
Hasty boys get hated, you know. They might even get hated by boy bears too, you know. You can hate me all you want. So, Nagito, how's the weather?
impossible.
I can't believe you bought that thing and you paid $1.5 million for it too. But even if you said you should have just started with money to get out of seeing that movie, you're right, but that means I would have had to buy that thing, you know? Just leave me alone. Oh, come on, don't be like that. There must be something in here that you want me to see. That reminds me, the item should be on top of the counter. This one looks like a tote bag made of hemp cloth with the decal of Monomi's face on it. Did that catch your eye? It's an all-purpose tote bag useful for a variety of common tasks. It's a limited item, only one person can have it. If the tote bag is gone, that means...
What's this?
Well there, were you interested in buying that tote bag?
Too bad.
Well, that's just too bad. It's already sold out. Who'd you sell it to?
You're so
Stupid. There's no way I'd fall for that. There's no way I'd say something that reveal who the killer is. So the killer bought it.
Shocking.
Ah! God, I love Nagito. I remember you said there was only one because it's a limited item, right? It's not limited to one. It's more like it's limited to one person. What's the difference?
Hey,
When you buy one bag, you get another one free. It's a common practice to bait customers with bonus prizes. For some reason, hearing you say that pisses me off.
well now.
Now that I should forget that I carelessly made a slip of the tongue.
Now
Look that
then.
the preparations are complete, so please enter the theater right away.
I can't wait. I can't wait.
This is exciting! Exciting! Yeah, let's go! I just like that part where it's like... I can't reveal who the killer is, so the killer bought it. I apologize for keeping you waiting. World famous director Monokuma presents a stunning masterpiece that reduces the American audience to tears. The Wizard of Mononoke 2.5D will be screening shortly. From the title alone, I have a bad feeling about this 2.5D. That sounds so half-assed.
Now then, please relax and enjoy the film.
Oh hell yeah, where's my popcorn? I have some kind of Coke here.
Monokuma was born in a remote village full of
Oh
old
hell yeah, I
people
can see
because
that.
the death rates outpaced the birth rates.
So, Japan.
One day, Monokuma was swept up by a tornado created by a helicopter gunship during a routine military exercise
How does that happen?
and was whisked away to Monomi's country. Monokuma wanted to return to his homeland so he could go back to pestering the old people for change. So he began his journey to see the wizard Monomi, who was rumored to grant any wish one desires. Along the way, he met a very loyal group of friends. Monokuma met a Monomi scarecrow who was missing a brain. When he recommended that she commit suicide,
Oh, no, you're not supposed to say that, no!
the Monomi scarecrow hanged herself and died. He also met a Monomi lion who was missing her courage, so he pumped her full of arrows. He also met a Monomi tin man who was missing a heart, so Monokuma sliced her into lumps of iron. After a lot of other stuff happened, Monokuma finally reached the wizard Monomi, the great and powerful. Eventually, one thing led to another, and he started beating the crap out of Monomi.
That is very interesting to be said with such a narrating-like voice.
And in the end, he somehow usurped the kingdom from her. With this, Monokuma enslaved the old people, took their pensions, and lived the rest of his days in luxury.
Damn, those old people do not look
And
happy.
he lived happily ever after. The end.
Damn. See, this is why you sell your soul for immortality, so you don't have to deal with possible plushy bears, evil plushy bears stealing your pension.
Phew.
Man, movies are the best. That drama was so moving that I needed 2 boxes of tissues, one for each head. Jesus, I don't want to think about that. I don't want to think about that.
So.
Now then, let's meet again at the class trial.
Bye-bye.
I'm too disgusted to even let out a sigh right now. That's all I can say to describe the situation. How was it actually? I don't even have to ask. I totally expected your reaction. That was honestly the worst movie I've ever seen. Is it even okay to call that a movie? Yeah, no, I've seen YouTube videos that are more interesting than that.
Well,
Besides that movie now, you know, right? Yeah. Just like he said, the characters who were killed in the movie match the victims in this case. No. This one is fine. Just add that, but Hyoko's suspended body matches the lion's death too.
but...
It would have been a complete imitation if the killer killed 3 people, but it seems that wasn't possible. Perhaps the killer is upset about that right now, or... If killer's main goal was just an imitation murder, they should be upset about it. But... I'm not sure if that's even true. Okay, now what? Well, let's go back. Let's see if we can put that down. Oh, weren't we supposed to check the motel as well? Just remember, I never went inside any of the rooms in the motel. Plus, I don't even know where Hyoko's room is. It might be faster to just ask someone. Let's ask the person who can actually answer properly to questions.
Damn right.
Can you explain it to me again? What happened when you first discovered Ibuki's body? It was the same as when I found it with you guys. Ibuki's body was hanging from the baton lighting. However, there was no body discovery announcement made. That's why I went to get you guys. I met up with Chiaki at this motel, and when we were able to go back to the music venue,
I get
he
it.
met up with Mikan and me. And when we went back to the music venue, the entrance door wouldn't open for some reason.
I see.
We had no choice but to break down the door and discover Hyoko's body was suddenly there too. Yeah, that's what happened.
Hey,
It's the most important part. When you arrive at the motel, who else saw you besides Chiaki? As I recall... Didn't you hear me? A body was found! Body! Yeah! Could it be, do you intend to spread lies like Nagito in order to confuse us all? Dummy. Besides, I saw Gundam and Unomi.
I see.
I see, so Kazuchi and Sunya didn't appear, huh? Do you think those 2 are suspicious?
Like...
Well, Hyoko was killed between the time when you saw Ibuki's body and when we broke down the door, right? So obviously those 2 are the most suspicious since they weren't with us. That might be it, but... While we're at it, let me tell you my alibi too. When the morning Monokuma announcement woke me up, I went straight to the hospital. I saw Mikan panicking in front of the hospital. I asked her what's going on. She said Ibuki disappeared. So you guys split up and looked for Ibuki, huh?
Well, yeah.
While we were circling the island, we came to the motel and saw you guys here. Did you see anyone else while you circled the island?
Well,
No, we went to the movie theater and that's 3 full of machines to look for Ibuki, but we didn't see anyone. Are you implying I don't have an alibi because I didn't run into anyone? It's unreasonable for you to doubt me. The time that Mika and I were on our own looking for Ibuki wasn't very long. In that short time, there's no way I could have killed Hyoko and wrapped her around the pillar with duct tape. It's true, I feel like there wasn't enough time to do that after I left the music venue. The fact is, Hyoko was killed and we did discover her body.
huh?
Oh, do you still doubt me?
Jeez.
Well, I'm used to it. It's true. I've done things that I deserve to be doubted for.
Huh.
So don't worry, even if you doubt me, I don't plan on dismembering you and encasing you in concrete. Yeah, it's the concrete shoes! I want to know in advance what I'd have to do to end up like that. I'm sure he's just joking, you know? Okay, let's ask Gundam then.
So you have appeared.
You're here, right? Come on out. Are you talking to me? I can see you. Did you really think you could hide your presence like that? Don't try to hide it in the first place. Hey, which room was Hyoko staying in?
Listen well.
Open the door to the center room. However, are you prepared? Make sure you pray to whatever god you hold dear, and you might want to bring an extra pair of underwear. I wonder, how does this guy talk to his parents and teachers? Looks like it's locked, but you have the key! The key was inside her kimono. Maybe if I use this... Creak! Ah yes, that's how my doors are also open. Creak! It opened just as I thought. This key was Hyoko's room key. Alright, I should go inside. And be prepared! Pray to whatever god you hold dear! And bring underpants! Ah, this is horrible! Horrible, I tell you! So Hyoko was staying here. She only stayed here for a few nights, so it doesn't really feel like her room, but I feel conflicted. Yeah, she's dead.
Oh my!
Did the door open? Yeah, Hyoko put the key in her kimono, so I used that to open it. I see. What, did something happen? No, it's just... I'm starting to believe it might be my fault. Her fault? What does she mean? It's a confession? Nah, even I don't believe that. The moment Hyoko came to this motel, she completely shut herself in this room. She was afraid of the despair disease, so she was cautious of you guys too, right?
However,
her fear of the disease was not the only reason she locked herself in her room. She had another reason. Besides the disease, what other reason would make her lock herself in her room?
perhaps.
Her kimono. Her kimono? Asked Hajime stupidly. Yesterday I went to talk to her. I went to go talk to her. Since she had been in her room for some time, I told her it might be good for her to go outside for a bit. She kept the door to her room locked, but by coincidence, it was not locked at that time. And then I saw it. Hyoko was crying and struggling with her kimono sash. She didn't want to smell bad, so she took a shower, but then she couldn't not tie her sash anymore. My hero is no longer with us, so I believe she was having trouble with it. She didn't leave her room because she couldn't tie her kimono, huh?
You are right.
The others might have thought it was just a silly sash, but it must have been a serious issue for her. Hyoko told me that she learned how to tie her sash from Mahiru. That Mahiru kindly taught her the basics. That's why she wanted to be able to tie her sash on her own.
Perhaps.
She probably could not forgive herself for not being able to do it, especially since Mahiru taught her. I could not really understand her feelings, which is why I said what I did. What did you say?
Hyoko, by chance, are you having trouble wearing your kimono?
Stupid! What are you saying? Of course I can do it! Because Mahiru taught me. That's why I can do it on my own.
If that is the case, how about you do it someplace where there is a mirror? Do you remember the full-length mirror in the storage room at the music venue? If you do it while standing in front of a large mirror, I am confident you will be successful. Also, shutting yourself in your room like this may be bad for your health.
And that was when she kicked me out.
It cannot be!
Could it be Hyoko? Remember that? Are you saying she went to the music venue to wear her kimono? I can see that happening. Hyoko locked her room and made sure she put the room key inside her kimono. I can't imagine that she was abducted by someone. If so, that's weird. Hey, did you tell anyone about that before the incident, or was someone listening on your conversation? I never told this to anyone, and I do not believe anyone was listening on our conversation. Nobody knew? If that's the case, how did the killer know Hyoko was going to the music venue? Something's wrong. Like the way Hyoko wears her kimono. I mean, wore, because she did now. So, there are some other clues in here. Like, what the hell is that?
No.
Oh, that was such a defeated no. What do you want from me, game? The bed? You want the bed? The bed isn't messed up. It doesn't look like she was abducted in her sleep. I didn't expect her to be. There's a mirror, but it's too small and rusty. There's no way anyone can use this. I was thinking of that window. That's obviously a window, but I was thinking that's the mirror, but it's actually the round thing underneath it. I don't see anything else that looks suspicious. There's no sign that someone made the mess of her room, and I don't think she was forcibly abducted. I feel like I couldn't really find any important clue. Oh well. Sucks to suck. Skill issue! Skill issue! Now let's go back to the music venue? No, wait. Before we do that, let's go to the hospital. I think there were clues there as well, somehow. The hospital. But where exactly are we looking, though? Hey, look, it's Chiaki and Kazuichi. Let's talk to Kazuichi because we need to know about the... He prepared that surveillance camera unit, right?
Hey!
Yeah, so? I didn't make any weird modification or anything. It's not like I'm suspicious or anything. Didn't you get this from the shabby-looking alley where all those machines were lined up?
Right!
Yeah, I just tweaked it a little. Then, if there are other surveillance camera units, wouldn't it be possible to transmit a signal to the hospital from those cameras too?
Man.
No, that's impossible. Originally, surveillance cameras and surveillance monitors are only used as part of the same unit. The video that was filmed with the hospital camera can only be viewed on the hospital monitor. The video that was filmed with the music venue camera can only be seen on the music venue monitor.
Hey!
But if I left it like that, it wouldn't have been able to communicate, so I decided to swap the cameras. So that's how you guys were able to view the hospital footage from the music venue and vice versa. However, each surveillance camera unit manages its broadcast based on a specific number. So if you bring the same model camera or monitor, you won't be able to interfere with the signal. Meaning even if another surveillance camera exists, it'd be impossible to broadcast with it.
Huh?
However, I didn't just swap the cameras. I modified them and increased the wireless range. If I hadn't done that, we wouldn't have been able to use it. You're right, you did work on that. I don't see exactly the point of that question. Investigate the lobby. Why? I guess investigate this? There's a surveillance camera unit on top of the reception desk. As long as the music venue surveillance camera unit is destroyed, it's impossible to broadcast with it.
Hajime.
There's something I want to ask you. You first discovered Ibuki's body at the music venue, right? But why did you go to the music venue? You had a reason for that, right? Did you see something with this camera?
That's right!
I also wanted to ask you that. It'd be different if the surveillance camera unit could record, but it's only good for household functions.
Hey.
Tell me, Hajime. Yeah, it's exactly. I saw a strange video in that surveillance camera unit. It showed the music venue stage. There was a black curtain hanging like there is now. But the whole display was pretty dark because they were just using candlelight. There was a rope hanging from the ceiling, and beneath that there was a stepladder on the floor. And right away, a person wearing a hospital gown and hemp bag on their head appeared. I know who it was because their face was covered, but now I know that must have been Ibuki. She walked straight to the stepladder and without any hesitation, she climbed that stepladder of her own free will, and then she grabbed that rope, and that's all I saw. The candlelight being used must have been snuffed out or something because the screen went dark all of a sudden and it wasn't displaying anything anymore.
Man.
Well, if the candlelight goes out, obviously nothing will show up. Modern surveillance cameras have infrared in function so things can still show up even in the dark. But the one I got from the machine alley was a really old model. Hold on!
Well?
At the time you said you didn't know the person wearing the hemp bag was Ibuki, right? Yeah. You didn't know it was her, but you saw she was trying to hang herself. So you rushed over to the music venue to try to stop her. But I didn't make it in time.
Hey.
Still, if she climbed that stepladder on her own, does that mean wouldn't that mean she's her own, yeah? Ibuki did what now? What do you think, Chiaki? There's no doubt Ibuki climbed the stepladder on her own, right? Yeah, there's no doubt. If so...
You
don't think for so long. If you don't know, just be honest about it. Of course she doesn't. There's no way we'd be able to figure out that out so easily. It's becoming red. Oh yeah, I need to investigate the conference room on the second floor. I'm heading over there. But okay, she ran away all of a sudden. She had the conference room, but why would she mention the conference room all of a sudden? Also, I might just be overthinking, but did she seem a little upset? Nah, you think? Can Hajime not read faces? To the conference room! We're holding all the conferences. Oh, yeah, Kane, hello.
Now then.
Boobs. I'm finally getting back to my normal self.
All right!
Help me out with my recovery. You can touch my boobs if you win. Oh, hell yeah! No thanks? What? Hajime, where are you? What? She was bearable when she was quiet. It'd be so much better if she was still feeling the after effects. God damn it. She'd beat me up if I said that out loud. She'll beat you up anyway. Anyway, why are you here?
Hey, hey!
Well, I've never been sick or hurt before, so I had no idea, but... hospital gowns are pretty comfy. I was thinking I might as well keep wearing one. Tell him you plan to wear hospital gowns from now on. That's the idea, but it looks like they're out of stock. It looks like there was one gown for each patient's room, so I thought there'd be more in the empty rooms. There weren't any gowns?
Yo!
Yep, that's right. Ibuki died wearing one, so the only one left is the one Nagito was wearing. If I have no choice, then I should just use Nagito's. It's a unisex size, so I'll probably be able to fit in it. Hold on, what happened to the gown you were wearing?
Huh?
I think I should wear the one I already wore? That's gross. Have you considered washing stuff? Wearing clothes someone else was wearing is even grosser.
Like...
No time to dilly-dally. I told you left me come back at the music venue. Crap, I gotta go back soon. Well, it's okay since I already investigated the music venue, but leaving her on guard duty was a bad idea. Yeah. I think it's on the second floor? This place looks weird. Especially that place right there. What's that? Staff room? I don't even know we can enter that. Anyway, we're here at the conference room. Where all the conferences are taking place. What's this? It's pitch black. I can't see anything. Where's the switch?
Hey.
Don't turn it on. Huh? Jackie, are you there?
'Cause...
If you turn on the light, it's gonna be fully exposed. It'd be embarrassing. What's fully exposed? Hajime, what are you thinking of? Hajime, a penny for your thoughts?
Hey.
You can hold me. If you poke out your eyes, you can turn on the light. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna poke them out? Well, Hajime, what are you gonna do? Are you just gonna shove your hands in your eyes and just yoink them out? And I'm gonna poke out my eyes. Yeah, Hajime, you wuss.
Aww.
Bummer. Troll fail. What kind of trolling are you doing? No sooner did she finish saying that, I heard the dry sound of curtains being drawn. There was a flash of intense light that stung my eyes a little. Are you sure your eyes aren't getting plucked out? I squinted my eyes until they started adjusting to the light. And I saw Chiaki had finished opening the curtain that was covering the window.
Hey, hey.
Were you surprised? Surprised? I don't get it.
Well,
I got it. You got what?
see?
The curtains in this conference room are designed to completely block out the light. There's a projector in here, so they were probably careful about light shining through.
See?
See, a black curtain that blocks light, and it's also long enough to reach the floor. It's perfect. A black light blocking curtain. That's why it was so dark. So is something wrong with it? Apparently so. Still in the middle of investigating, so it's a secret. Yep, she's upset. But still, what was all that about? That bit about it being embarrassing if I look and troll fail? She tried to make you plug your eyes out.
Nope.
I just wanted to mess with you. Yep, she's definitely upset. Why is she acting so childish? I guess I'm done investigating the hospital. It's got those damn video games. I should move on to a different place.
Hello! How's everybody doing? It's me, Monokuma! Yay! Awesome! The class trial's gonna start, you know. So, make sure you guys come to Monokuma Rock ASAP! I'll see you soon!
It's already time. But I feel like I didn't get everything. So this again. I need to go to that place again. But now it's not time to be a coward. The reason Ibuki and Hyoko became victims in order to finish the truth. The only thing I can do is go! Go, Hajime, go! We aren't going to finish this today. Okay, let's see how Sneaky Me is doing. Being a good girl? Yeah, she being a good girl. Or whatever, snake person. Yeah. Run, Hajime! With those really skinny and long legs. Look like a spider. I would sing, but I'm afraid. Running. Here we are, the Monokuma Rock. What? Thank you, Topi. I see you. For some reason I can't see you in chat, but I did see you in the upper corner. Thank you for that. Great insight. That was super awesome. Everyone heard the announcement had gathered in front of Monokuma Rock. And soon enough...
Welcome!
Is everybody here? Do you guys want to go to the class trial? No, we don't. Nobody does.
Wait!
You jerk! Hold it right there!
Monomi's such a dumb child.
Don't get in my way. You're just a dumb little sister who's short of a few brain cells.
Hey!
My memory is fine. If you had one, that is.
Hey!
What did you do to with Nekomaru? I see so you've come to avenge him.
That's...
Avenge? That sounds like he died. Sounds like, or you say, oops.
Anyway...
Since Nekomaru is unfortunately unavailable today, let's just say he's absent.
Bye-bye!
No, then I gotta go first.
I won't let you.
Hold on, I won't let you escape.
Hey, hey!
Did you hear what he said?
Huh?
Don't worry about it. There's no way Nekomaru is dead. He's just trying to piss us off.
Damn it!
Of course he's not dead. There's no way, not in a million years.
Well...
More importantly, it's best if we worry about ourselves for now. If something happens here, every one of us except Nekomaru will die. Why are you so excited about that?
How about it?
Who knows? Maybe I'm just looking forward to seeing poetic justice prevail.
What do
What are you saying?
yearn for?
Fiend. You'll find out soon enough.
See?
Then let's go.
I'm gonna do it!
Let's hurry up and get this over with. Yeah, you're right. Roar. Roar. I forgot that if I don't click, it just continuously goes on. Roar. We step onto the escalator and ascended toward the gaping maw of Monokuma Rock. And that's when I suddenly noticed it. I noticed our line of silhouettes keep getting smaller and smaller. But I can't turn back now. Gotta make sure one more person disappears. If I turn back, I won't be able to press forward. And when everyone was inside Monokuma Rock, it did the thing. Yep. It just vibrates violently. The elevator began its steep descent as usual. Look at there, a few of them they are, but nobody said a word. As we stood there trying to figure out what to say to each other, the elevator descended deeper and deeper. Yep, silence. And when it descended as far as it could go, it finally stopped. The elevator doors opened slowly, almost tantalizingly so. Light poured through from the other side, eroding the boundaries of the darkness. I see Hajime is on his poetic run. And I walked into that place. You know, that one. That one.
What?
My feels pretty toothless with all these empty seats. Well, people got killed at the same time. Nekomaru's not here either.
Hey!
Is Nekomaru really not participating? If he's alive, you should invite him.
No.
Why bother?
That's...
What?
Well now.
Now then, let's begin.
Yahoo!
It's the beginning of the long-awaited class trial. Please enjoy it to your heart's content. And so the curtain of the third class trial was about to open. Can you open it faster? Stop showing me that! Kyoko Sanji, the ultimate traditional dancer. Just from looking at her adorable face, you'd never know she was actually selfish and foul-mouthed. But she was trying to change herself, and she was desperately trying to come to terms with Mahiru's death. I mean, at least she's now with Mahiru. The person who killed those two is among us. Among us! I definitely can't believe it. But whenever I believe it or not is irrelevant. Unless I figure out the truth, and I won't be able to escape from this hell. That's why I must find out no matter the cost. For our sake. For our friend's sake. For our friend's sake. For Ibuki and Hyoko's sake. And for everyone else's sake. For my sake. Nobody's gonna do it for me. And so the curtain to the third class trial was about to open. Do it for me. The life-threatening trial, billowing with hope and despair, has begun. I feel like every time I hear hope and despair, like both Nagito and Junko and Oshima would just burst through a wall. Just boom. I think I have one single skill. There you go. That's it. That's all you get. Finish preparation.
open! Let's begin with a simple explanation of the class trial. During the class trial, you will present your arguments for who the killer is and vote for who done it.
Oh, Mika and Nagito are so cute together in their little psychotic corner.
If you vote correctly, then only the blackened will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong person, I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will earn the right to leave this island. Oh well, who cares about this boring explanation? Let's get on with it already!
I don't mind starting the trial, but I don't really have a grasp of how the case played out. You know, because I was asleep the whole time.
You know, because you almost killed yourself.
Even if you do grasp it, you're just gonna confuse the heck out of us, aren't you?
But Nagito's not alone. I don't really get it either.
You're fine. Your head's empty anyway.
Empty head? Huh. What's wrong with that? Listen up. The emptier your head, the more dreams you can stuff inside it, you know?
Sure, I guess.
Anyway, we shouldn't proceed with the trial if those two can't participate in the arguments. Since he's the first witness, why don't we ask Hajime to explain the incident and the sequence of events?
Then, let's start with when we split into the hospital team and motel team because of the despair disease. The hospital team consisted of Nagito, Ibuki, and Akane, who were infected, and Mikan, Fuyuhiko, and me.
The other 5 on the motel team were myself, Gundam, Kazuichi, Chiaki, and Hyoko.
Spending the night at the hospital was prohibited, so Hajime and I had to sleep at our cottages.
Damn, he's speaking with his deep, sad voice.
I woke up at my cottage on the day the incident happened. Mikan came by to wake me up and told me that Nagito had recovered from his symptoms.
Why don't you tell everyone how Mikan woke you up? Really relevant to the case, you know.
We immediately headed over to the hospital, and after we confirmed his recovery, I made Mikan rest in the on-call room, since she hadn't slept all night, while I waited in the hospital lobby. And then, I saw the incoming signal light on the surveillance camera blinking before our scheduled time. When I pressed the button to turn on the monitor, what appeared on screen was a video of someone wearing a hospital gown and a hemp bag on their head, climbing a stepladder.
Amazing! That's such a heart-pounding story! And then what did you do, Hajime?
Nagito's really invested.
I tried to stop them, of course. I rushed out of the hospital and ran to where the video was being recorded, the music venue. But it was too late.
No, show me this!
I thought I should tell the others right away, so I headed to the motel.
Why the motel?
Because it was close to the music venue, and unlike the hospital, there were more able-bodied people there. At least, that's what I thought. But the only person who came with me was Chiaki.
But I remember feeling a little relieved because not long after, we met up with Mikan and Fuyuhiko.
We were also looking for Ibuki since she disappeared from our sight.
After I rested for a bit, I started counting everyone at the hospital. And then I noticed Ibuki was gone.
Why did you need to count
I
them? There are like
sprinted
3
out
of them.
Hospital. Coincidentally, I ran into Fuyuhiko, so I pled with him in various ways to see if he could help me out.
Oh, really? Fuyuhiko, can you comment on that?
Various ways?
Don't say it like that and confuse me.
After I heard from those two that Ibuki disappeared,
So they were
I had a
all
feeling she
thinking
was
of the
person
same
wearing the
thing.
hemp bag.
We were all thinking of the same thing.
So I immediately led them to the music venue.
But the door wouldn't open. Since we had no other option, the 4 of us broke down the door. And when that happened, we didn't just find Ibuki's body. We also found Hyoko's. And not just that. Her body was taped to a pillar.
That's when we heard the body discovery announcement. Not once, but twice in a row.
And so we decided to lower the hanged body, didn't we?
When we removed the hemp bag, just as we feared, It was Ibuki.
So that's how the case played out. Thank you. I understood it very easily.
Good for you. I'm glad.
Well, it's clear what the problem with this case is. When Hajime left the music venue, who...
Wait, how do I know anything Hajime just said is true?
Nagito was already sticking a stick right through the whole thing.
Sorry, I'm only being impartial right now.
No,
The
you're
story
being a
I
butt.
just heard is clearly suspicious. Hajime, if you're the only one who saw the hanging video, and the first one to discover Ibuki's body, then you could be lying as much as you want right now, right?
Lie? Why would I lie?
Obviously. So you could make us ignore what might be an inconvenient truth for you.
Do you doubt me?
If you're not lying, I would like you to prove it. Come on, try to prove it to me. Prove you're not the killer.
You know, like when there's a cat, if you have a cat, you'll know that when they feel like playing, they'll have those dilated eyes. Well, Nagito's face right now is exactly that of a cat who's just about to pounce on you. Just his eyes aren't dilated at all, it's just a little small, but the expression is just the same, that wild, they're gonna pounce on you face that a cat makes when they're about to do it. Come on, Hajime, do it. You know you want to. Just as Kazuchi said, Nagito's the kind of guy who'll just confuse us and make matters worse. But it's true, you have to prove that you didn't do it. Should have explained to Nagito, I'm in trouble now thanks to that. Should be able to prove it. Make your argument. His invitation ticket there. I think that's one.
Hajime's testimony is clearly suspicious.
If Hajime's testimony is a lie, then the fact that Ibuki hung herself...
That would also be a lie.
I don't think I can deny that possibility. After all, Hajime's the only witness.
Why would Hajime lie?
Well, obviously because he's the killer.
Did Hajime kill both of them?
The fact that the bodies were imitating the movie means it probably is Hajime's fault.
Yeah, I knew it. I just mispressed.
Hajime's testimony is clearly suspicious.
If Hajime's testimony is a lie, then the fact that Ibuki hung herself...
That would also be a lie.
I don't think I can deny that possibility. After all, Hajime's the only witness.
Why would Hajime lie?
Well, obviously because he's the killer.
Did Hajime kill both of them?
The fact that the bodies were imitating the movie.
Fuck you!
No, that's wrong! I'm not the killer! I mean, there's no way I'd be able to imitate that movie.
Of course you're not. I already knew that.
Huh?
Before the incident, Hajime had never watched that movie. His invitation ticket is proof of that. Each person only received one ticket, and they're marked with a stamp that shows the date and time. Isn't that right, Monokuma?
Yes, no mistakes there.
Which means there's no way Hajime, who never saw the movie, could commit murders that imitated it. Or did anyone tell him what happens in the movie? Of course no one did, right?
Hold on a sec. You're the one who brought this up in the first place.
Nagito, what are you doing?
Well, since we're opening with your witness testimony, I thought we should solidify the foundation. It also provides a good warm-up.
Why are you so batshit crazy? Someone get this man his meds!
What warm-up? This isn't a game, you know.
Don't get mad. I just think warming up is really important. Especially since this isn't a game.
Is it not?
What a waste of time. Well, I knew it would turn out like
Well, I
this
never
anyway.
advertise this as a game, so I guess I'm not false advertising if it's not a game, right? Hey Pat, how's it going? Big white witch. Well, I really hope you refer to the hair, right? The hair.
Now then, since we
Thanks
know
for
Hajime's
coming.
testimony
We are
is
investigating
reliable,
murders.
let us move on to the arguments.
People died.
So this means Ibuki definitely climbed the stepladder all by herself, right?
Yeah, I'm positive.
Oh, the ears! Oh yeah, fair enough. Yep, they're white. Yep.
Then that seals it! Ibuki committed suicide!
Please stop saying that!
If Ibuki committed suicide, then who killed Hiyoko?
A murder coincidentally occurring in the same place as a suicide. Ain't possible, huh?
You what? Sorry, I didn't quite get that.
Like I said before, it's pretty clear what the problem with this case is. The killer murdered Hiyoko while Hajime was gone. So all we gotta do is establish who could have possibly done that.
Then let's ask Hajime. How long would you say you were away from the music venue?
I couldn't have been gone for more than 10 minutes.
So they killed Hiyoko and taped her up within 10 minutes? There's no way that's possible.
That's why the killer stalled for time by making the music venue a closed room.
What do you mean, a closed room?
The killer blocked the venue door from the inside to try and keep us from entering right away.
However, that door is the only entrance to the music venue, right? If they blocked the door from the inside, the killer would not have been able to leave either.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
Dummy.
Which means, when we broke down the venue door, the killer was still inside.
They were?
Wait, what? Ooh, that... something happened. It froze. Everything froze. Is that Soda? Yeah, the guy with the pink hair is Soda.
If that's the case, the only suspicious people are those who don't have an alibi for that time.
I'm not joking. You can read his name when his turn comes around. His name is literally Soda.
And that's you two! Sonia and Kazuichi!
Me too?
What the hell?
See? Kazuichi
gotta be
Soda.
us?
I wasn't kidding.
The others all have alibis. Chiaki, Mikan, Hajime, and I all broke down the venue door together. Gundam met up with Hajime at the motel right before that. And if Akane and Nagito were laid up in the hospital, the only person that leaves is one of you.
There's another person who doesn't have an alibi. You know, Nekomaru.
I mean, technically, we're not sure about that.
Me too!
Hey, why are you talking like... Huh? You're kidding, right? You're not up to something weird, are you?
Please stop making bad jokes.
Anyway, if the killer was hiding inside the venue, we should obviously doubt the people who don't have alibis.
What a wicked way of backing us into a wall! Is this his professional skill?
Backing some people into the wall. I'll add that to the CV. Imagine what can you do? And then there's Fihiko with the ability. I can back people into the wall. Also create cement shoes for them and cutting them up pieces and putting them into separate luggages and then disposing of the evidence. I can also do that. You're hired. The killer was inside the music venue. Fihiko obviously thinks so, but is that really it? Well, let me make my argument. Semi-transparent glob? Let's see.
The killer was still inside the music venue. By locking the door from the inside, they tried to keep us from getting in.
It seems they were trying to stall for time.
How did they lock the door? That door should not have had a lock.
The lock was on the floor in front of the door.
Are you talking about the broken drumstick?
You can use that as a bolt to lock the door. By doing that, the killer who was hiding inside waited till we gathered together and suddenly appeared.
So they looked like they had just rushed over.
I have seen this in serial crime dramas.
Yeah, the door was really locked from this. What was that thing I found? Oh, right. I think I know.
The killer was still inside the music venue. By locking the door from the inside.
There!
No, that's
found
wrong.
Hajime's so lucky that I'm
There's also
here.
a possibility that the door was locked from the outside.
He's so dumb.
From the outside? How?
There was a semi-transparent glob stuck to the venue door. Maybe that's what they used.
Semi-transparent glob? Like rubber, maybe?
Some sort of glue? It wasn't rubber at all. That semi-transparent glove was probably a gummy. Glue.
I see! That semi-transparent glob must have been glue.
Glue?
Yeah, I think so too.
She actually tried eating it. This girl is weird. She eats glue.
It had a firm, gel-like chewiness. And I could smell workshop chemicals the moment I put it in my mouth.
Why did you do that though?
Based on all that, I'm certain it was glue.
Based on all that, I'm sure you should have been putting stuff in your mouth.
I didn't know glue was edible.
Oh, I don't think it is.
I believe it is not something one typically eats.
That glue was only applied to the areas where both doors touched. By pouring it in the gaps of the closed door, they must have sealed the venue door from the outside.
And thanks to that, a glob of glue was left where the door was stuck. Yep, it fits perfectly.
But if you just stick them together with glue, you'd be able to break down the door easily, you know?
That doesn't really matter. The killer only did that to make us think the door was locked from the inside.
What'd you say?
First of all, didn't that drumstick we found seem really obvious? Almost unnaturally so? It was so obvious that it makes more sense to think the killer placed it as a diversion.
Are you saying the drumstick was a trap the killer set on purpose? Then I totally fell for that fucking trap.
Whoever did it is getting some cement shoes.
Apologize to Miss Sonia. And me. However, you're not allowed to slice open your stomach this time.
Someone else's stomach? Okay, I volunteer Kazuichi Soda.
In a quarrel, both sides are to blame. That's why it's better to just have no sides at all.
Just be... Wait, what has no sides? I guess a sphere?
So, during the 10 minutes Hajime left the venue, the killer murdered Hiyoko and created a closed space?
And they also taped her up after killing her, right?
Even quick work has limits.
Oh, what unimaginable speed for a slowpoke like me.
If they couldn't have done it while Hajime was away from the venue, they must have done it earlier than that.
I feel like the only reason Nagito was sick this whole thing is just they didn't bother having him as a suspect, because everyone was trying to think that Nagito was fault and they wouldn't want to waste that time. Earlier?
But when Hajime got to the venue, only Ibuki's body was there, right?
And when you went back with everyone else, Hiyoko's body was there too, right? But it's possible that the body was just revealed at that time, when Hiyoko was actually killed earlier.
Just revealed?
Of course, the body wasn't revealed on its own. The killer did that too. Here, I have proof.
Ooh.
That scrap of paper. Is that what we found in the baton lighting at the music venue?
That's right, but just what is this scrap anyway?
What was that thick scrap of paper that was stuck to the baton light in the music venue? I know! Should have been part of something originally. I should have seen that what was at the music venue. And I should be able to figure out what it is. Oh no! Not the... No, please! I think it's wallpaper or something. Yeah, wait, oh, hold on. Yep. Oh, sake. Really? Shit. Lol. Shit, no! Shit. Yeah. One, two. No. God damn it. There are too many of them! God damn it. I just need an E. God damn it. There. Hey. Oh my god, now I'm missing that R. There, the R. There are too many of them. Oh, finally.
I got it!
I hate this so much.
That's scrap. Isn't it part of the wallpaper in the storage room? In the music venue storage room, there should have been black wallpaper that's the same color as that scrap. There was also a tear along the edge of the wallpaper, wasn't there? If so...
You're right. If you overlay the scrap that was caught on the lighting with the tear in the wallpaper... See? It fits perfectly.
Does it though?
I see. So the scrap that was caught on the baton lighting was originally part of the wallpaper.
And what's wrong with that? Does it have something to do with Hyoko's body disappearing?
A mere nobody like me isn't important enough to answer that. But if you guys were exceptional enough to identify that scrap of paper, you can figure this out easily.
Scrap of paper stuck to the baton lighting was part of that wallpaper found in the storage room. Is it connected to the sudden appearance of Hyoko's body? Yes! Meanwhile, did the killer use the wallpaper to make Hyoko appear next to the pillar? If I trace it back from there, the answer should become clear. Alright, let's give it a try. Are we diving? Oh, we diving! We logic diving! Where are the blue pillars in my mind? Are these me thinking of Akane's boobs? Is that it? Shit. Oh, that wasn't. Wait, what? Hidden. I didn't get to read the question, but it was hidden. I just presumed. Random BS, go! Damn, that was close. Vroom. Question 2. What did the killer use? Oh shit! What did the killer use to hide her body? The wallpaper. I went too fast. And I fell down. Damn, this is so close. Why is my mind so narrow? I mean, Hajime's mind, but whatever. Question 3. How did the killer hide her body with the wallpaper? They covered the pillar. Was it? Yup. I'm so smart. I would have been more smart if I didn't fall down.
It's all coming together.
Yeah. Where's it coming?
Got it. Hyoko's body was hidden before we found it.
But it would have taken quite a long time to tape up a hidden body.
No, the body was already taped up and the killer hid it, along with the pillar using the wallpaper.
What? They hid the pillar?
Yeah, by wrapping the wallpaper around the pillar, the killer was able to create a slightly larger pillar. So when I first discovered Ibuki's body, Hyoko's body was already there. However, because it was concealed within a slightly larger pillar, I didn't realize that at the time.
Well, that's understandable. I mean, it makes sense that you'd notice Ibuki's body right away.
It was center stage, so...
So they used the baton
Clearly.
lighting on the ceiling to hang the wallpaper?
The baton lighting forms a perfect circle around the pillar, so using it to hang the wallpaper totally fits.
Then, the reason the wallpaper was covered in so many stickers was to make it look like that pillar.
That's how they hid Hyoko's body, and then peeled off the wallpaper as soon as I left the music venue.
But the killer made a mistake. They accidentally ripped off a piece of the wallpaper. And because of that, a scrap was left on the baton lighting.
The killer must have been in a hurry. Their plan took too long. Hajime could have walked in on them.
But going to the trouble of hiding the body and the pillar is very bold.
Welcome back. I didn't know you left. Or you were just quiet.
But the crime itself would be much easier to pull off since they don't have much to do while Hajime's gone.
I took a logic dive and discovered some logic in the dive. And I figured out how Hyoko's body was hidden.
They just have to peel off that wallpaper and stash it in the storage room. It's not that big of a deal.
Then, when was Hyoko actually killed?
Good point. And on that note, it's about time we shed some light on those imitation murders.
You mentioned imitation murder more than once. But what is that?
Are you kidding me? You haven't seen my masterpiece? The Wizard of Monami 2.5D?
2.5D.
Hey, don't put my likeness in your movies without my permission.
You're pretty noisy for someone who eats mothballs.
Wait, mothballs? Not mothballs?
I don't eat mothballs. I just enjoy looking at them.
Is it moth or moth?
I knew it! There are so many similarities. It must have been intentional.
Ibuki's death by hanging matches the Scarecrow's death from the movie. Not just that, but Hyoko getting taped up after her death matches the lion's death.
It's as if both crimes were replicas of scenes from the movie, although the mutilated Tin Man was omitted.
But why did the killer go to all this trouble in the first place?
Based on what we know, the reason the killer chose these imitations isn't
balls
that
of
difficult to
boss.
figure out.
Basically, I mean, I feel like that's an error of translation. It was supposed to be mothballs, and those are the type of balls that you put in the clothes. So, you know, like moths stay away from it. They smell really badly. But they keep like your clothes like intact from moth attacks. And mothballs, I guess you take some moss and then you shape it in a ball. I guess that's it. It doesn't make any sense. I think it's mothballs. Originally, the killer imitated two victims in that movie. The problem was to think everything was happening the same way it did in the movie. To mix up the killing order.
I see! The reason the killer imitated 2 of the murders from the movie was so he'd mix up the killing order.
Then... Hiyoko was actually killed before Ibuki?
A valid line of reasoning.
I carry them in a net and burns them. Do you?
Yeah, it's valid. The condition of Ibuki's body suggests that as well.
What do you mean? If you're going to cry and beg like that, then I guess I'll hear about the condition of Ibuki's body.
She did not though. She did not.
I'm not even crying.
I'll let you sob as much as you want later. Just hurry up and tell me before I change my mind.
What a jerk!
Bigger than Nagito?
Oh, I see. You want me to explain it to you, right? Because you don't understand what I'm saying, right?
An even bigger jerk? Impossible!
Look, Ibuki died because she hanged herself, right?
You have to specify, Pat, that there are a lot of stuff happening.
That means when she was still alive, her feet were touching the floor.
What's wrong with that?
But it seems Ibuki was still standing when Hiyoko was killed. That would mean Hiyoko was killed before Ibuki.
How light. Your words are so light as the sylph's feather.
What's a sylph?
Your opponent is out of your league. It is too absurd to try to perplex me so inadequately.
Quick translation, he means he still doesn't understand.
Man, he's being annoying again.
First and foremost, you claim Ibuki's feet were touching the floor when Hiyoko was killed. How can a low-class creature with no psychic abilities like you know something like that?
She's not a low-class creature, come on! I mean, still, she's kind of slow and sleepy, but low-class? It's kind of harsh.
She was doing something that's only possible if her feet were on the floor.
It seems you suffer from a pathetic delusion.
This is the most weird argument ever. Calm down there, lol.
You don't want to talk.
Anyway, if this continues, we're just gonna talk in circles. I think it's best if we clarify Ibuki's status when Hiyoko was killed. Alright, let's do that. Blood on the souls, I believe. That or the stepladder. For now, let's go with this.
When Hiyoko died, Ibuki's feet were on the floor.
I am telling you to present your evidence.
Did you see her walking?
If her feet were on the floor, was there any sign she stepped on something?
Yes.
I agree with that.
Yes, it was. Good job, Sonia.
Just as Sonia said, Ibuki stepped on something. That something was blood. There were faint blood stains on the soles of her slippers.
That is not Ibuki's blood, right? She suffered no external injuries.
That guy, he's lying.
Then it's Hiyoko's blood.
Nah, he's just being dumb.
Hyoko's only wound was a fatal
That
slice
happens
on
quite
her
a
neck.
lot in this game.
And she died almost instantly, right?
I feel like the only people who are somewhat smart is Nagito and Hajime.
If Ibuki stepped on her blood...
Sonia's sometimes smart too.
It means Ibuki was still standing when Hiyoko was mortally wounded. Which means Ibuki was still alive at the exact moment Hiyoko was killed.
Don't underestimate the power of the evil eye!
Ah, shut the fuck up.
Is that
Pink
it?
slime,
A
that's
shepherd
not
dressed
blood.
in his Sunday's finest still reeks of lamb, Hajime Hinata.
What?
Does that mean you have a rebuttal?
Does that mean you have a rebuttal? That's a good line.
He writes it down.
But are you sure you're sure? If I show you how serious I am, this world might be destroyed, you know.
Oh, that's a risk I'm willing to take. The face.
You're so frightened you can't even make a sound. It seems you've realized our difference in status.
Can we turn to the goal already?
However, the time for conviction starts now. You better entertain me to the fullest.
See, I told you he's innocent. No, he's just nuts. Oh my god. I think it's smudge on the floor or stepladder. We'll see.
You're saying the blood on Ibuki's feet belonged... Ha! Impossible! Try to remember the crime scene. There was no blood on the floor.
Allow me to cut through
Oh,
those
that was
words.
easy.
That's not it. The reason there was no blood on the floor is because the killer wiped it away afterward.
Don't say such foolish things. You don't have proof of that at all.
I do, actually.
Yes, I do. If you look closely, there's a streak on the floor where blood was wiped away.
When the killer tried to hide Hyoko's body, they probably cleaned the blood at the same time, but... Ibuki must have already stepped in it, and the killer
I know, right?
probably
Blood on
didn't
dance
even
floor.
realize it.
The reason they wiped off the blood on the floor was so we'd mix up the order of the murders, right? Even if they're able to hide Hyoko's body, it'd be bad if her blood was left out in the open.
Plus, Ibuki's body was left out in the open, and it wasn't bleeding from any open wounds at all.
None of it's just easy to cut Ibuki.
Hyoko's body was probably wrapped in duct tape
It's
to
not like
stop her
anyone can
bleeding.
do blood tests.
Actually, the bleeding will stop once the heart stops beating. So I don't think they had to go that far.
Aside from Mikon, none of us were aware of that fact. So the killer probably did not know it either.
Maybe the heater was running inside the music venue so it would screw with Mikon's autopsy?
That's right! I didn't know the time of death because of the heater!
If the time of death wasn't mentioned in the Monokuma file just to keep concrete evidence from us.
Yep. Since we have all this evidence, there's no one else who wants to object, right? Then it's decided. Hyoko was killed before Ibuki.
It appears that it is wiser to retreat for now.
It is. Shut the fuck up.
Fine then, but regardless of good or evil, there's no deceit in upholding one's convictions.
You keep telling yourself that.
Can't you just shut up and back off?
Yeah, see what Soda said.
Now then, let us resume our debate.
Wait a sec. There's something I want to run by Monokuma first.
Trying to trick clues out of him again? Sure, go for it.
Again? Didn't something like this happen last time, too?
Hey, if the victim actually committed suicide, what are we supposed to do?
The same as always. You have to vote for who the killer is. Think about it. A suicide means you've killed the most important existence of all, yourself. Unfortunately, that means there's no Blackened to punish, but I guess in a pinch, I can always punish Monami.
True. I agree with you, man. Though I don't agree with Kazuichi Soda often. It's kind of weird.
Why me?
Nagito? What do you mean? If the victim actually committed suicide?
Well, I mean, I understand Hyoko's death, but I'm wondering if Ibuki was really murdered.
I vote Tanaka.
For example, it's possible Ibuki killed Hyoko.
Do you think
and then
he's smart
committed
enough to pull
suicide
this
due
off?
to a guilty conscience, right?
That's totally impossible! Then she never would have killed her to begin with!
She was afflicted by the despair disease, remember? That means anything can happen.
But if Ibuki's the killer, she wouldn't have been able to falsify the sequence of the murders, right? After Hajime saw the hanged body, the sudden appearance of Hyoko's body soon after means the killer had to be alive at that time.
Then she was alive! When Hajime first discovered Ibuki, she was just pretending to be dead. If she waited until Hajime left, that's when she could have made her move and mess with the crime
Nagito,
scene.
you ran out of brain cells.
She hanged herself, remember? There's no fucking way she could have faked that.
And if she was going to fake her death, I think she wouldn't have chosen hanging. Her body would have been defenseless in that state. If anyone touched her, that alone would have ruined her plan.
I see. So that means there's no doubt that someone killed those two. I'm glad. Now I'm free to search for the killer.
With that brain cell that was left.
What the heck?
There's still one more issue on my mind. If Ibuki didn't commit suicide, then just what was that video Hajime saw? According to that video you saw, Ibuki was by herself when she climbed the stepladder, right? Then does that mean someone forced
her to do it? Sorry, I caught it too slow.
Perhaps they used hypnotism or something?
I don't know anything about that.
Don't say it all proud.
Putting that aside, it seems obvious that the killer did something. So, maybe we should figure out who was able to do whatever that was.
So, an alibi. Then our plan is to destroy the weakest alibi.
Is that really wise?
Since Hajime has seen the video, it is clear what time the crime took place.
But just to be sure, that surveillance camera doesn't have a record function, right?
It's a cheap-ass surveillance camera, you know? There's no way it'd have some kind of sweet recording feature.
Then, the video Hajime saw was actually live?
What time did Hajime see that
What
video?
you drinking? You can tell if you look closely.
I saw it at the hospital, right before Monokuma's morning announcement.
You can use a little detective skill. Yeah.
And I saw the body at the music venue a little after Monokuma's announcement.
So Ibuki hanged herself right before Monokuma's announcement. And since we established that Hiyoko was killed before Ibuki, that means the time that the murders occurred was before and during the announcement.
Then, we just have to find the person who doesn't have an alibi during that time?
Now then, I shall issue my decree. Let Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi commence!
Oh, this is not going to be good, is it? Oh no. I don't remember which one of these accounts do what.
We can exclude the sick people like me and Akane, right?
And what about the others?
Right before the morning announcement, I
I
was
just-
totally sleeping in my motel room.
I think everyone at the motel was doing that.
So everyone who stayed at the motel doesn't have an alibi.
What about you guys?
I was where I was supposed to be, my own cottage.
That's not an alibi.
Aside from those afflicted by the disease, if nobody has an alibi, then Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi has failed!
The murder supposedly happened before and during the morning announcement. The trial is proceeding as though nobody has an alibi, but is that really okay? I really don't know what to do here.
We can exclude the sick people like me and Akane, right?
And what about the others?
Right before the morning announcement, I was totally sleeping in my motel room.
I think everyone at the motel was doing that.
So everyone who stayed at the motel doesn't have an alibi.
What about you guys?
I was where I was supposed to be, my own cottage.
That's not an alibi.
Aside from those afflicted by the disease, if nobody has an alibi, then Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi has failed!
Who doesn't have an alibi?
We can exclude the sick people like me and Akane, right?
And what about the others?
Right before the morning announcement,
I'm gonna try Fihiko's.
I was totally sleeping in my motel room.
I think everyone at the motel was doing that.
So everyone who stayed at the motel doesn't have an alibi.
What about you guys?
I was where I was supposed to be, my own cottage.
That's not an alibi.
Aside from those afflicted by the disease, if nobody has an alibi, then
Nope, it didn't work.
Crap!
I don't know which one
We
it's
can
supposed to
exclude
be.
the sick people like me and Akane, right?
And what about the others?
That's an
Right
alibi.
before the morning announcement,
It means that
I was
someone
totally
knows.
sleeping in my motel room.
He was
I
chewing.
think everyone at the motel was doing that.
So everyone who stayed at the motel doesn't have an alibi.
What about you guys?
I was where I was supposed to be, my own cottage.
That's not an alibi.
Aside from those afflicted by the disease, if nobody has an alibi, then...
God damn it! I don't understand.
We can exclude the sick people like me and Akane, right?
And what
About
about the
Mikan's
others?
account.
Right before the morning announcement, I was totally sleeping in my motel room.
I think everyone at the motel was doing that.
So everyone who stayed at the motel doesn't have an alibi.
What about you guys?
I was where I was supposed to be, my own cottage.
That's not an alibi.
I'm struggling.
Aside from those afflicted by the disease, if nobody has an alibi...
Yes, finally.
No, that's
oh my
wrong.
god. It was Mikan's alibi. Basically, an alibi is kind of like an excuse
Not all
as
of
to
us are
why
missing
you
an
couldn't have
alibi.
murdered someone. Like, for example, I couldn't murder because I was asleep, or I was at a party and everyone was seeing me. That's an alibi.
In fact, Mikan and I both have alibis.
You two have alibis?
Up until I saw that hanging video, Mikan and I were actually together for a while.
We even woke up together that morning.
Hey, what kind of situation is that?
Complicated. You see, Mikan was trying to kill Hajime.
I accidentally fell asleep on top of Hajime.
Why are you saying so proud?
Too much info.
Yeah, it's not like that. She just came to tell me Nagato's condition had improved.
What's it area at the hotel room that... No, it's a motel, not a hotel. There's a difference.
And we went to the hospital together afterward.
So half
we
of them
were
were at a
together until
motel,
right before
and
the
2 of them were at a
announcement.
hotel, and a few of them were sleeping at the hospital. Mika, Nagito, Ibuki, who died, and Akane were at the hospital. Hajime and Fujihiko were at the cottage. And the rest of them were at the motel. So not everyone was at a motel.
I get it. You guys have alibis.
If that's the case, the
And the
killer
reason why
must
they were
be someone
because they were
else.
sleeping.
It's better if we think about it like that. The killer decided to falsify the murder sequence to hide the actual time of the crime anyway.
So it's inevitable that an alibi for both before and during the morning announcement would be very important.
It feels like Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi has backed us into a corner instead.
And who's the killer? That's what we're trying to find out, aren't we? It's not that easy.
But committing an imitation murder, is that really all it was? Faking the time the crime occurred by falsifying the murder sequence, hiding their alibi in the process, was that the only reason the killer made both bodies imitate the movie?
Are you saying there was another reason?
I feel really bad for confusing you guys so much, but that's how I feel. I think the killer had a completely different reason for falsifying the murder sequence.
Killer had a different reason? Like what? If that's the case, are we still in the killer's trap? Inside a trap set by one of us? If so, then whose and what kind of trap is it? Probably Nagito's. Oh yes, we are halfway there. I'm so confused about this, I give up, lol. Imagine playing the game. Why hello there, Monomi. The moss ball sure looks tasty today.
Stop it!
Don't characterize me as someone who lives off moss balls. And here's some chance time. What was that? Now then, Monomi's appeal time starts now. Appeal time? Your kind-hearted big brother is gonna give you the chance to reclaim your honor. Good luck. Show these jerks who treat you like a redheaded stepchild who's boss. That's 99% your fault. While you were whining, your time's already running out, so please make your appeal simple. About 30,000 words or so. Too many numbers. That's too long. It'll just be boring. It'll just be a boring appeal. Come on, if your appeal is successful, there might be merchandise opportunities heading your way. Then I'm Usami-ji, magical girl Usami. I'm an itty bitty girl who's sweet like milk. God, I feel disgusting just reading that. Oh, I feel my evil power draining from my head, going down to my feet, and just going into the ground and going somewhere. Like the forces of darkness just cringed my power away. And I find that certain robot's little sister was supposed to be the best.
What a disappointment!
What are you talking about? I have no clue whatsoever. Neither do I. Come on, Monokuma, you're supposed to say something evil to help me! Help me!
I'm Monami. Once again, I've been put in such an unreasonable situation. Seriously, he's like the king of unreasonableness. Why did it turn out like this? We were supposed to have a fun, friendly school trip, but it turned out all bloody instead.
I mean juice, because that's a juice.
No! This definitely cannot be allowed. That's why I want you to remember this. Everyone, do your very best. Don't lose to yourself. And don't forget to save frequently.
I'm gonna remove my bunny ears. For some reason, I do not like bunnies anymore. There. I do not want to be associated. Eek. The reason the killer did an imitation murder is the reason other than falsifying the murder sequence. Does something like that even exist?
Huh. It suddenly got quiet in
he's
here.
reading.
Did I confuse you? If so, I wish I could die from self-loathing.
You almost did it, my guy. You almost did it.
Man, this again.
If that's the case, it would have been just dandy if they had gone ahead and killed me too.
Dismember you?
If that happened, the imitation would have been perfect. So
I
why
like
didn't they
bunny
do
ears.
that?
Why? I don't like bunnies anymore. They'll be back tomorrow, okay? You have to come in here to see me tomorrow. I'll put them back, I promise.
Well, it's against
They
the
don't
rules
even
to kill
mind.
3
They're from
people in the
YouTube
first
Studio.
place.
That rule is too harsh. I couldn't get killed because of that.
Aw, Nagito acts like he wasn't invited to a party.
Seriously, just shut up already! Shut up forever!
Just kill him. He's silent. More silent.
But I'm thinking about it again, and he's totally right. It feels incomplete.
Because they didn't kill 3 people like the movie did? That's only because of Monokuma's rule.
It's not just that. Come on, try to remember the content of the movie. About the lion that got killed second.
That's the one Hyoko's body was imitating, right?
Even though we're calling it an imitation, the lion was actually pinned by arrows, right?
Again, anger management there. Yeah, true. He has issues. But that's not even the worst thing he has.
Yoko's body was suspended by common household duct tape.
Maybe they just used a common substitute because it was too difficult to imitate the arrows.
Well, that's probably it, but that attitude is what makes this feel incomplete. If falsifying the murder sequence was the killer's plan from the very beginning, they should have taken steps to properly imitate it.
But if we never realized it was a half-assed imitation, their entire plan would have been completely useless.
What are you trying to say? Are you saying the imitation wasn't planned?
I'm saying, Hyoko's murder wasn't.
What?
Hyoko's murder wasn't planned?
I understand that imitation wasn't enough, but aren't you making a bunch of assumptions?
It's not just the poor imitation. There are also other strange details.
Strange details? Like what?
Like, for example, why did Hyoko go to the music venue?
Where did Hyoko go to the music? Oh, I know!
So, you're saying the truth behind Hyoko's murder is hidden?
I have no freaking clue what you're trying to say.
However, this is getting quite interesting. My 4 dark devas of destruction are getting riled up.
Wait, what? There's a skull on top of... You just saw it now! What a waste of materials! Were the bunny ears in the way? If you look very closely, you'll always also notice something about the skull. Just very closely. I need to find that out, no matter the cost. I didn't pay attention, so I have no idea what I'm finding out. What? No, hold on. I have more.
Why did Hyoko go to the music venue? There's no way we'd know that.
I mean,
Maybe the killer summoned her.
No.
If that's not it, maybe she got abducted by the killer.
No.
No, maybe. She went of her own free will.
Yep.
I agree with that.
I have no idea what the mold of the key has anything to do with, but sure.
It's just as Sonia said. She went to the music venue of her own free will.
So, exactly as I assumed.
If no one called for her, then why did she go?
Well, Sonia, do tell them.
Hyoko locked herself in her room because she was being overly cautious of the despair disease, you know?
It was blurry.
I don't think a person like that would leave their room just because someone called for them.
Aw, what a waste.
There's no way she got abducted?
Hyoko locked the room she was staying in before she went out.
If she was forcibly taken from her room, there's no way she would have had time to lock it.
The killer could have locked her door, right? Just to hide the fact Hyoko got abducted.
Then they couldn't have hidden her room key that deep in her kimono. They would have put it somewhere more obvious. Otherwise, there's no point in messing with the crime scene if nobody finds the key. At the time, you were the one who actually took out the key, right? Then something like that.
I won't lose.
Oh, Akane, please don't use the half of brain cell you have left to argue with me.
Are you saying my gut was wrong?
Yes, your gut was wrong. I'll pull it out for you and show it if you want.
This could be my first and last highlight of the day. Why won't you just let me shine already?
Because somebody died!
No, that's not the issue.
Shut up! Enough with your fancy talk. I'll shut you up right now.
Hajime duck! Quack. Wait, what?
Hyoko was locked inside her room, right? She definitely got abducted or... The killer forced their way into Hyoko's room and... forcibly abducted her! That girl is so small and weak-looking. And that's why the killer targeted her.
I can't back down!
God damn it, she's so strong!
Hyoko was locked inside her room, right? She definitely got abducted. The killer forced their way into Hyoko's room and... forcibly abducted her! That girl is so small and weak-looking. And that's why the killer targeted her.
Yay!
But Hyoko's room was locked. The key was deep inside her kimono, remember?
Her gut out.
It's more likely that Hyoko locked the door herself.
She won't be as cute with her
The
gut
killer
out.
was the one who locked the door. So what if the key was in her kimono? Maybe the killer just put it there later.
There's no reason for the killer to put the key in Hyoko's kimono. The killer probably didn't realize she even had the key.
Hold on! Try remembering Hyoko's body. Her kimono... There's only one reason her kimono would be that messed up. She fought the killer! That's the proof she was abducted, right? My gut is totally right after all!
Shit, I fucked up. I fucked up.
Hold on! Try remembering Hyoko's body. Her kimono was all messed up.
No, that wasn't it.
Crap!
Hold on! Try remembering Hyoko's body. Her kimono was all messed... There's only one reason her kimono would be that messed up. She fought the killer!
No, she did not!
Cut through those words!
Cut her! Pull her guts out!
The reason Hyoko's kimono was messed up was because she wasn't able to properly wear it.
Wear her kimono?
Yeah, it's also the reason why she decided to go out on her own.
Hyoko seemed to be really struggling with wearing her kimono. I believe that was one of the reasons she locked herself in her room. That is why I informed her. I told her that there was a full-length mirror at the music venue, and I suggested that she use it.
Then the reason her kimono was messed up wasn't because she fought the killer.
Yeah, she went to the venue on her own just to fix her messed up kimono.
I get it. I lost. Boil me, burn me, take off my clothes, do whatever you want to me.
Ooh, the last option, but not on YouTube. They would not like that.
Hajime, now's
Actually,
your chance.
YouTube wouldn't
Make
like
her
that at all.
Admit defeat. Or better yet, make her do a little something something.
I'm gonna hit him. Hell no.
Then, the killer probably couldn't have assumed that Hiyoko would go to the music venue.
Though that may not apply to Sonia, since she provided Hiyoko with that information.
Though I knew she would go there, there is no way I could have predicted when she would arrive.
Don't go doubting Miss Sonia, you cretin. I'll put you and your hamsters 6 feet under.
Oh no, you should have said that. You should not have said that. No.
Kazuichi, it seems you have quite the fashion sense. Do you want me to incinerate your clothes? Perhaps I could do that while you're wearing them.
Gundam, please stop! For his sake!
Huh? What do you mean, for my sake?
Of course. I've already overlooked no less than 10 opportunities to kill you.
Even if the killer couldn't predict it,
Just
why did
ignore them.
Hiyoko get killed in the music venue?
The only thing I can think of is, it was an unfortunate coincidence.
Coincidence?
When she went to the venue by herself, she was probably just unlucky and walked in on the crime scene.
She was killed so there wouldn't be any loose ends?
It probably happened when the killer was preparing to kill Ibuki. The killer most likely had already placed the hemp bag over her head, and without hesitation.
Oh, she looks so cute.
Killed Hiyoko.
Too bad she was so foul-mouthed.
Because the killer used that coincidence for their crime, it made this case even trickier.
That's the reason they imitated the movie to falsify the murder sequence.
Which means that low-down
Yeah, let's do
scoundrol
it.
didn't
Get her
plan on
take
committing
away or
imitation
take her
murders at
clothes off,
first.
burn her. God damn it, that's very bloody of
Then
you.
what was the killer actually planning to do? They've been cunning this far. There's no way they'd kill Ibuki without a plan.
Do you have any ideas?
Damn, we don't know the most important part.
Just plan from the beginning. I'm pretty sure we're very, very close. They're gonna still silent.
Hey Nagito, any ideas?
Still silent.
Hey, how long are you gonna stay quiet?
Forever, that's what you told him, right?
Oh, am I allowed to speak? I'm so happy I'm getting goosebumps. Everyone actually needs help from scum like me.
Easy there, boy, easy.
So what do you think?
I was thinking about it while I had my mouth shut. But now I'm finally able to come to a conclusion. Ibuki definitely didn't commit suicide.
Huh? What are you talking about?
I thought there might be a possibility that she faked her death and tampered with the crime scene. But now I remember. There was blood on Ibuki's slippers.
His brain's lagging.
So if she faked her death and walked around the music venue tampering with the crime scene, there'd be bloody footprints left in various places throughout the venue. So that's why I think there's no way she faked her death. There's no way Ibuki committed suicide.
You know, we already finished talking about that a while ago.
Huh? Really? That's annoying. I guess I should just awkwardly laugh about it then.
It's actually cute.
Are you freaking kidding me? There's no limit to how useless you can be.
No, wait a minute. If Ibuki had blood on her feet, there would be footprints all over the place if she kept walking around.
That's strange. That's very strange.
Strange? What's strange?
I see, it's not something we finished talking about. Those footprints, there's still an important clue left that we completely overlooked. Just as Nagito said, if she had blood on her feet, she would have left footprints. Why didn't Ibuki leave behind any footprints? Which one is it? Is it this? No, no.
Crap!
She had blood on feet. She would have left footprints. Why didn't Vicky leave behind any footprints? I tried the rope one, it wasn't it. The hospital check on her when she was out. She probably met up with Ryuhiko? No. Let's try Monokuma file. We have 3 minutes. There are 2 victims this time. Ibuki, yeah, God, there was crushed windpipe. Nope.
Crap!
Why didn't she leave any footprints? Why the candle one? That was the can be. Nope.
I can prove it.
Oh,
with
it
this.
is! It was that! It was that! It was the stepladder.
If Ibuki used the stepladder to hang herself, it's strange that there weren't any footprints on it.
Huh? There weren't?
Yeah, that stepladder was completely clean. No footprints or bloodstains at all.
You noticed such a small detail! How amazing! This is truly the talent of a chosen ultimate!
What are you talking about? You were obviously leading us to this. That's why you brought up the suicide topic after all this time. Sure, Pat, but you didn't get the chance. Meika Komaeda, you're definitely someone I shouldn't underestimate.
But didn't you say you saw that video of Ibuki climbing the stepladder? Then I think there's no doubt that she really did climb it.
Unless there was something funny about that video.
I see. So there was some kind of trick arranged in that video,
But that's something only Hajime would know, since he's the only one who saw that video.
So just as I thought, it comes down to that. The mystery surrounding the incident is contained in that video. And whether or not we can reach that hidden truth is all up to me.
Hajime, I leave it in your hands.
As long as I leave this to you, I won't tell you to do your best, but oh well. You should get started already.
Started with what? What do you want me to do?
Yeah, I'll definitely try.
If there's something hidden clue in that video, I should have seen something strange as I watched it. I'm the only one who can clear that up. I'm the only one who actually saw that video. So I'm the only one who can do it. Based on everything we know from the fragments this far, I should be able to figure out what's strange. Or she should be certain. For it said there was a certain item present when we investigated crime scene that wasn't in the video.
Damn it!
Nope. Which part was not? God damn it. I'm losing fast. The handset? Nope.
Damn it!
God damn it, I have no idea.
Damn it!
I'm gonna lose. What was not in here? Don't know.
Damn it!
God damn it! I clicked the rope. It's not the rope.
Damn it!
Oh shit! I pressed 2 times in the same place. God damn it! Oh, this is bad. This is very bad. What's in here that wasn't in the original?
Damn it!
Oh, I'm losing. Oh, and I have no idea which one is it. It's not. See?
Damn it!
There, I lost. God damn it.
This is my...
What was it? Yes.
We will never give up!
Come on, just let me go.
If Ibuki used the stepladder to hang herself, it's strange that there weren't any footprints on it.
Huh? There weren't?
Yeah, that stepladder was completely clean.
Oh,
No
I
footprints
know.
or bloodstains at all.
God damn it.
You noticed such a small detail.
But didn't you say you saw that video of Ibuki Then
Unless there was something funny.
I see. So there was some kind of trick arranged in that video.
But that's something only Hajime would.
Possibly that is the shoes, to be honest.
Hajime,
As long as I leave this to you.
Yeah.
God damn it! That was so annoying. Based on everyone we know from the arguments of fire, we should be able to figure out what's strange. Should be around here?
Here!
Yeah, it was the blood on the stuff. I realized afterwards when I
That's
resaw
right,
the
I
pictures.
remember now. There was definitely something strange about that video.
Can you explain it to us?
Well, I hope you can, because I
What's strange is that
can't.
stepladder I mentioned earlier.
I wasted so much time and embarrassed myself too.
It's true that the steps of that stepladder weren't dirty, but on one side, there was a bloodstain, right on the left side of the stepladder. However, that contradicts the video I saw at the hospital. There weren't any bloodstains on the stepladder in the video. It was completely clean.
That is true. If the video
Sorry,
showed the
she said
moment of
strange.
Ibuki's death, then Hiyoko should have already been dead by that point.
Even so, the fact is the stepladder had blood on it at the actual crime scene. But the stepladder in the video was completely bloodless.
Is that a video
There's no
game?
way the
Lawless?
video was recorded in advance. If that's the case, the only thing I can think of is...
It's possible those two stepladders were completely different.
Wait, are you saying there were 2 stepladders?
But where would you find another stepladder? There was only one stepladder in the music venue.
Then one of the stepladders was somewhere other than the music venue.
What do you mean?
You're suggesting that the
I like
stepladder in the
Mikan's shocked
video
face.
isn't the only thing that's different. Am I right? That's amazing, Chiaki! All that gaming has given you incredible deduction skills. Is it okay to say that?
What are you two
Never played it, by the
talking
way.
about?
Stepladder is the only thing that's different, huh? She actually said that one stepladder was at a different place, but if so, doesn't that mean that the video I saw is completely wrong? Which means that thing that's different between that video and the actual scene of the crime doesn't mean it clearly is the surveillance camera unit to do something at that place? No, not Hangman's Gambit! I'm gonna die. I think it's surveillance. Let me see. Got G and E and F. Oh my god, this is a lot of shit happening. And they're really cracked. F. No, let's just try. Oh, it is F. F what? Nope. God damn it. Oof, F. Let's try this I thingy. V. Shit. God damn it. Shit. Film. Oh, it's filming location, I think. There's an under eye here. That's a long word. There's another eye here. I need another eye! There. Fill me. Filming. Nope. Yeah, I knew it. It's location. Shit! I need an A. Stop. There. Okay. Fuck. There, the T. I need a T. Come on, give me that T. Okay. There, filming location.
I got it!
Whew! Thank you, Pat. Very cool.
That's right. Besides the stepladder, the filming location must have been different too.
Well, we gotta end here.
What do you mean?
I mean, the video I saw was not filmed at the music venue. It was filmed somewhere else.
But the hospital monitor's supposed to display footage captured by the music venue camera, you know?
Then, there's a possibility that the killer also tampered with the surveillance camera unit.
Yeah, good game. How the killer did you do that surveillance camera unit? The monitor and camera are part of surveillance camera unit. And the video outside the hospital should have been filmed with the camera at the music venue. Oh no, it's a logic dive. I can't stop it until I finish the logic dive. No, I'm stuck. God damn it. I hate it when games do this. Shit. I bulked myself really hard. Oh shoot. Why does my mind have gaps in it? Hajime, why does your mind have gaps in it? Which part of the surveillance camera unit did the killer tamper with? Both? Nope, it was the airship. The camera. God damn it. Okay, dude. Ah, you hurry up. Why is it so spinny? Question 2. Did the killer tamper with the camera at the music venue or at the hospital? I think it's the one at the hospital, right? Please tell me I'm right. No! God damn it. I guess I used up all my brain cell and I'm dumb. Or maybe this case is just hard. Look at all the gaps in Hajime's brain. Why is his brain so gappy? Surely get that checked. Oh shit. Question 3. What did the killer do with the camera from the music video? They took it with them. I don't think they could have increased the signal. I don't think they they didn't have knowledge. Okay. At least the last one was good.
It's all coming together.
Is it though? Took a few falls in your mind.
That's it.
Mine's
the killer
very gappy.
just brought the camera from the music venue. With it, they made me think it was a live feed from the venue, when it was actually from somewhere else.
Then only the monitor was left in the music venue?
Too much cap in brain.
Yes.
True.
At least when I first discovered Ibuki's body. But when Hyoko's body appeared, the killer probably put the camera back too.
That means you should have realized that from the start and made this easier on all of us.
He did discover the body. I doubt his attention was focused on the camera.
Well, that's true, but in order to hide that the camera was missing, the killer did one more thing to the remaining monitor.
I think the killer did. It destroyed it.
I see! The killer smashed the monitor to pieces, destroying it. As long as it was in pieces, you wouldn't be able to tell if the camera was actually there or not. My attention was so focused on the body that even I couldn't have noticed something like that.
And the moment Hajime left the music venue, the killer put back the camera they took.
And they destroyed it and left that in pieces as well.
It's easy to say it was filmed somewhere else, but the surveillance camera's connection wasn't that strong.
Okay, we need to stop somewhere. This is gonna go forever until the trial's ending and I don't have that time. Thank you for coming, Pat. Thank you for everyone who's watching this. I'll see you guys tomorrow at Fall Guys. Hey, good night.